Hey, Stampers, Kim from StampingImperfection.com. Welcome to another video in my series of Stampin' and Scrappin' Sundays. And I wanted to share with you, Stampin' Up! Has this beautiful bundle in their Spring Mini, and the Spring Mini stuff is only available till May 31st. They have the Flower Fair Simply Scrappin' Kit and an 8x8 designer printed ring album that goes with it. And you can purchase it as a bundle and save actually a bundle of money if you buy the scrapping kit and the album. Here's the album. It's an 8x8 album. It's a ring album, and it's got 10 clear pockets in it for 8x8 pages. So you can put 20 scrapbook pages in it. And the kit, this, I have to admit, I like this kit so much. I'm not usually a kit person, but I like this kit so much. I just found it so convenient. I love the colors that I actually bought two. But the kit comes with, you get two of each of 3 different colors, and the colors are fabulous. Daffodil Delight, Regal Rose, Tangerine Tango, and Garden Green. So the colors are really kind of fabulous. Then you also get several pieces of designer series paper in this really fun flower print. You get some ribbon. You get some little buttons. You get 6 pieces of 8x8 designer series paper. Here's the back. There's the front. Okay, so you actually have 4 choices of papers that you can use. Okay, so you get that, and then you also, in this kit, get 2 pages of stickers that include borders, journaling boxes, title tags, all kinds of flowers and stuff that you can use. So you've got that also, and a lot of people will purchase these kits to make cards because they make quick cards. Okay, so the page I'm going to show you today looks like this, and it's going to be similar but not exactly like this, because I do like to create a mirror image, or flip it one way or the other. So what I've done is I picked a piece of the Regal Rose cardstock and I cut it 8x8. That's really nice because it gives you a couple of strips. It gives you a strip like this, and then it gives you a strip like this left over, so you can use it for banners, titles, picture mats, whatever you want to use. Okay, so you do have a couple pieces left over. And then I took a piece of the Tangerine Tango and I cut it with my Top Note Bigs die, and I cut my Bigs die in half. So I'm going to use that. And then I took a piece of the designer series paper and I cut the designer series paper in half. It's 8x8, I just cut it in half, so I have 4x8. And I took a strip of the Daffodil Delight and I cut it 3/4 by 8, and then I used my scallop edge border punch, this one right here. This is the old style, the old whale tail style. The new styles are the nice flat punches that store amazingly well. But I'm telling you, these punches last forever. You purchase one of these and you've got it forever. So I made 2 pieces of that, and I'm going to glue those along the top and the bottom like this. And I'm going to use liquid glue for that. I'm going to use the Tombow liquid glue to do that. So I'm going to go ahead. Okay, now once I have this, I'm going to take this ribbon that comes in the kit, and I'm going to use a really thin strip of the liquid glue right along the edge of the paper on both sides, and I'm going to lay that ribbon down. The ribbon is really thin, so I'm just going to put a tiny little, oops, that's a little too much actually. I'm going to put a tiny little strip of glue all along here. Then I'm going to lay the ribbon down and just trim off the ribbon. I've got this scallop edge punch and the ribbon laid down. I kind of like the ribbon along the edge where the 2 papers meet. I think it gives it a nice finished off look. Okay, and the nice thing about the Tombow glue, this multi-purpose liquid glue, is that it's inexpensive, it's permanent, and it's acid-free, so it's perfect. It's photo safe. It's perfect for your photos. You always want to be sure that the glue you're using is photo safe. Okay, so I'm going to, and the same is true for the snail and the other adhesives that we carry. So I'm going to glue down my parts. Okay, now a couple other elements. I had a couple pieces of this left over from a previous page, so I cut it into a strip that was 1.5 inches wide and 4 inches long, and I just made a banner out of it. And I had a couple leftover pieces of other things. This one was, this is 1 inch wide and it's 3.5 inches long, and then these are just about 1/2 inch wide and just 1 inch or 1.5 inches long. Now you'll notice on top of the yellow one I stamped Just For You. This is from the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp, and it's stamped in garden green. So now I'm just going to attach these with snail. I have 2 more little touches that I'm going to add, and one of them is I'm going to use some Calypso Coral Baker's Twine. I got this when I bought the Scent with Love kit, which is still available. This came with the bundle. So I like this on scrapbook pages. I feel like this is one of the new things, or one of the current trends in scrapbooking, and I'm just going to hold it. I want to make my bow over on this side, so I'm going to leave a little tail hanging off, and then I'm just going to wrap it around 3 times. I usually do 3 or 4, and then I'm going to be back over to where I started from, so I can create a little bow on this side. And I usually like to put a little knot and then I'll tie my bow. And the nice thing about this is you don't want it to be too loose, but you want it to be loose enough that you can slide it around, because you can adjust where that bow is. So I'm going to tie it like that, and then I'm just going to tie my bow, and you can move these up, move these down, you can spread them apart. The Baker's Twine adds just an interesting little twist on your pages, I think. So you have, you can play with that and get it just the way you like it, and do whatever you want with that. Now you could add some buttons here. I decided I like to add a little bit of stamping. So from the Elements of Style in garden green on Whisper White, I stamped the sentiment, "Life is a matter of moments," and I'm going to use, and I punched it out with my decorative label punch. That's this punch right here. Now I want to punch it out again because it doesn't take up quite enough space. I suppose I could put a flower on top of it, but I don't really want to use any flowers on this page. Just want to keep it kind of clean and simple. So I put a little snail on the bottom of this. I want to do a little punch trick here, and I'm going to attach that like that, so I have something to hold on to. Now I'm going to slide this punched image back in like this, and I'm going to try to center the point here over this point here. I'm going to punch it out again, and now I've got a little punched image. I'm going to pop it up on a couple of dimensionals and add it to my page. Just pop it up like that. Now my intention is that when I add pictures, this will become my journaling box. I could also add some journaling up here, or I could put a mat behind the picture and add some journaling. So I have 2 pages that go nicely together. They'll make a nice picture when they, a nice story when they open in the scrapbook album. And here are some that I've featured on my blog previously. I have this pair made with the Daffodil Delight, and then I have this pair made on a piece of the Designer Series paper. The Designer Series paper is actually sturdy enough. So thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the kit, and if you'd like to purchase the kit, you can do that at my website, stampingimperfection.com. Just find the Shop Now button on the right-hand side. While you're there, sign up for my mailing list, get more tips and tricks in newsletters, and 3 exclusive videos for subscribers. While you're there, check out my virtual club and see how you can get stamping supplies delivered to your door every month and get stamping classes and scrapbooking classes sent to your email box every month for free, just for members of my virtual stamp club. Thanks for watching.